Good afternoon, it's Jeff and Wilma Budrum, and this afternoon I want to talk about the bee mat. People have been asking me, but in particular, we did a video a few months ago of robbing the bees, and people are asking me about the mat. So I want to do a detailed video about the mat and why I use the mat. First of all, the lids that we use have a recess. So this one here is about 50mm, about 2-inch recess. With the mat, it's made out of a bit of old vinyl, and it doesn't cover the box, so it just covers the frames, and it's cut in such a way that the bees are able to come around all the way around the mat. So you can see on this corner here, they're available to come up that side and on both ends. And you can see when I let it rest that it just sits on the top of the frames, so the bees have access all the way around. The main reason for the mat, from my point of view, is that it prevents the bees from building comb from the top of the frame to the ceiling of the lid. When you remove the lid to inspect the hive, that can be quite problematic if you've got all comb bridging from the ceiling of the lid to the top. You've got to twist it and you lift it up and honey drips everywhere, and it's just an almighty mess. Sometimes if the bees will get up and they'll build comb from the mat to the ceiling of the lid, well, that's fine. But what it does is the mat comes away from the top of the bees, and then when you remove your frames of honey, well, it's nice and clean. Another thing about using the mat is, in Australia, the small hive beetle has become a problem since the year 2000. So what happens is, sometimes when you lift your mat, you'll find little groups of small hive beetle between the mat and the top bar with all propolis around it. So what happens is the bees corral the beetle above the frames between the gaps of the frame and the mat, and then they sort of propolise them in so that they can't get into their brood and lay eggs in their brood. So that's just one of my strategies for the small hive beetle. That just about covers it. And on that video, in a lot of cases, there's a lot of comb between the mat and the frames. So it's not designed to be that way. It's best if you have it as close to the frames as you can possibly get it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.